Peters, the crazy cat lady of Hiram High School. Today we're going to continue on our study of lines and linear equations, and we're going to talk about something called slope. All right? We're going to talk about the slope-intercept form of a line of an equation. We're just looking at the slope-intercept form of the equation. Okay? And that is written right here. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? That means the m is the slope. It's a number. Okay? And b is the y-intercept. It's another number, and it tells us where we are on our graph. And the formula for slope, I know you've heard it said before, probably in another math class, is called the rise over the run. And what I want you to notice is this up here, the top, is the difference in the y's, okay? And y, remember, y is the up and downness over the difference in x's. Okay, that's one thing I want you to pay attention to about the formula. We'll talk about the formula a little bit more later. I just want you familiar with the idea that slope is talking about the difference in the up and downness over the difference in the left and rightness. Right, so let's look at some pictures here. We're going to find some slope, and we're going to do it. We're going to find the slope of the pictures, and we're going to do it by counting because we have pictures. We can count. Okay, so let's look at example A. Right, get out my green, no, I'm going to get out my blue marker. Okay, and I want to notice that the slope, no matter which 2 points I go to, it's going to be the same. I'm going to go up 2, and I'm going to go right 3. Okay, doesn't matter if I'm going here, this is up 2, right 3, or if I go again, I'm always going to end up at the going to the next point. Linear equations have constant slope. It means the slope is always the same. So my slope, remembering I'm talking about my rise on top, so that's how much up and down I went over how far right I went. It's 2/3. The y-intercept, okay, that's this point here. Is where do I intersect the y-axis? Okay, and that is at 0, 2. Okay, the only thing I'm interested in that number right there, and I'm interested in this number here. Now remember, our equation for slope intercept form of a line was y equals mx plus b, right? Where I'm going to take and get rid of the m. Okay, I'm going to take the m out, and I'm going to take this 2/3 over here. Oops. I'll take that 2/3. I'm going to clone it, and it's going to come over here and sit in front of the x. Okay, and I'm going to take this 2 that's from the y-intercept, and I'm going to put it in place of b, and I have my equation of line. That simple. Okay, so my equation of the line that I'm going to write in here is y equals 2/3 x plus 2. Now, example B, my slope. Let's look at this. How far up do I go to get to the next point? Well, I don't go up at all, but I do go right. I don't go up, but I do go right. I don't go up. So I have 0 upness over, I don't know, looks like pretty constant. Doesn't matter what my rightness is. I'm only going to go up 0. So that means my slope is 0. Okay, because I did not go up. Doesn't matter what the denominator is of this fraction because I didn't go up. Okay, my y-intercept is where did I cross the y-axis? Right here. And I crossed it at 0, 5. So I'm going to take that same equation over here that I used. Okay, I'm going to put in 0, okay, for my slope, and my y-intercept was 5. Okay, now I can simplify this because 0 times x is what? 0. So this is really y equals, well, 0 plus 5. So y equals 5. And this is what we call a constant. Okay, this is called a constant, meaning there is no change in my slope. I have no slope. All right, now let's look at C. All right, C is a vertical line. How far up am I going to get to the next dot? Okay, well, let's look at this. And how far left and right? I have no left and rightness. So this means I have a number on top, but I have 0 in the denominator, and that's called undefined. And it will never have a y-intercept. Never. It will never cross. And that means all I have to do is realize that my x is the constant, and in this case it is 3. So my equation of my line is not a function, but I do have an equation line, and it is called a constant. If you have any questions, write them down, bring them to class, and we'll deal with them. So y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all when you come to class.